Do you ever heard a podcast, or maybe do you ever listen about only a person or two people or maybe more talking or discussing about something that's still happening or something that viral or something interesting maybe? Do you ever heard it? If no, in this video I'd like to make a podcast with my friend, with my partner in Poland. She's Putu Dewi Rosetta. She's 20 years old. She lives in Poland, Warsaw, Poland, and also her program study in Poland is international relation. So what are you waiting for? Just watch my video. Hi Mia, how are you? We haven't seen each other almost in a year maybe. Is that right? So this time, in this opportunities that I would like to make a podcast with you, would you like to introduce yourself first? And what are you doing there? I'd like to ask you about your social life in there, and also your university, your study program, your work or job, everything about your life in there. So would you like to introduce yourself first and let they know who you are?
Hi, that will be great for me to joining you to make a podcast. And yeah, my name is Rosita. I am from Bali and now I live in Warsaw, Poland. I'm a student of Vistula Universities and now I'm studying international relations. Inside my study activities, I'm also have a part-time job here as a waiter in one of five-star hotel in Warsaw. There are Renaissance Hotel nearby airport. And yeah, so far I enjoy my life here, like trying to manage everything from my life, make like get my own money and everything. Yeah, I like here.
Well, pretty good. Good introduction ever. So, in Poland, what about in Poland? Is the pandemic still booming in there? It's like in Indonesia, we always using face mask whenever we go outside or wherever that we go. It's like in public area. Or what about in Poland? Are you still using face mask in public area? And what about your class first day? And what kind of the subject that you get in your university? And would you like to explain it a little bit?
Yes, of course, I will explain to you about my subject. As you know, I'm studying international relation and I have some subject studies. There are history of international relations, philosophy, fake news and truth, physical education also, sport activities, and political science. And my favorite subject is fake news and truth because from there we are studying about like knowing about hoax and yeah discuss about is is this true news or something, like it's funny. And about my test, final exam or test, it's depend from the professor, but one of professor just give us one subject and make a presentation about it, and they will give our score depend from our presentations. And yeah, that's all. Like the task is like that, only from presentation or our activity in the class. Absence, like it's count. Maximum absence is I think 4 or 5 times per one semester, but it's not really hard. Like my culture shocks, it's like if someone just come late, no one care about it. it's really great for me because I'm usually late too.
Well, that's a very weird. That's a very weird culture shock ever that I ever listened to. And please don't try it again, okay? And also, I have some questions for you. Do you ever find the difficulties? Well, you get the knowledge in your university because you are using the different mother language like Indonesia or Balinese language, and then you now in another country that using two kinds of the language like English and also Polish language. Do you ever find the difficulties about it?
Well, to be honest, it's sometimes going too hard for me. Like in my class, I just met a lot of people around the world. Like we are talking English, but with different accents. It's sometimes different for me to speak with Asian people. I don't know why, but it's hard to understand if I talk with Philippines, no, Thailand, China, or Japan. It's sometimes hard for me to speak or listen what they say about my lecture. Yeah, sometimes the lecture just mm, don't have a good English, or I don't know. Is there the problem from the lecture or my listening skills? I don't know. But even I ask my friend, like, did you understand what the lecture said? And my friends just say, no, I don't know. I even don't understand what is the subject today's. Like, it's our habit. Like, we always share about uh, today's lesson after class, and if the lecture or professor is bored, we always say that I don't know anything about it. Like I don't understand one part even from this subject. Like that's funny, but that's true.
How do you deal with the difference of the language and also the difference of the culture from your country with your place right now?
Yeah, of course. If my problem with my friends, like I didn't understand my friends, like from their accent, I will like honestly say it with them, like, I'm sorry, I didn't understand your accent. Can you just speak slowly, please? Like, they understand. Like, one of my Thailand friends, she just said, I'm sorry because my accents, my English is not really good. So we are respect one each other. Like, I didn't understand, and she didn't speak very well. So yeah, that's our first solution for it. And about my lecture, if I didn't understand two or three words from my lecture, I just feel free to open my phone and googling for it, like what is the meaning of blah blah. It's easy because on my class it's free to use your phone or your laptop or just scrolling your Instagram all the class. It's not a problem. The teacher will not don't care about you if you just sit on the class, didn't focus on didn't listening about it. Just it's up to you. So if one day the lecturer just need to you to get the best score on your final exam, you have to get it. The lecturer will don't care about how you get it, but they only care about the final result of your final exam. That's all.
Okay, I have a question for you about culture, still in culture. Um, what kind of the culture that reasonable in Poland but unreasonable in Indonesia, especially in Bali?
Yes, one of my culture shocks that I found is when I in a class and my friends just runs up with a left hand. I'm shocked because in Indonesia we always use a right hand, right? And the good thing that I really surprised because here the woman is everything. woman only the first. Like if I enter the mall or public transport and I just meet some guy, even it doesn't matter, young or old man, they will always let the woman or girl in first. Like after you please, always, always. And it's really good. And I feel like, oh my god, it's so sweet.
Well, that's a very nice habit in Poland. Always prioritize girl or woman in there, and everything about women or female rights in there. I hope that Indonesia will continue and also will follow what is the good habits from Poland. And also, do you ever annoyed with the habits from the people around you? And what is something that make you annoyed maybe with they are? And tell me why. Tell me what is that?
Alright, the most annoying thing for me is meet someone drunk everywhere in public area. Like I'm a girl, like when I finish work at midnight or yeah, at night, it's really common to meet a drunk person. And I think it's not a problem if they are just drunk. But some case, I mean, when I on tram on public transport, I just sat down and listen to music, and someone just look at me, and I just think about, okay, don't worry, don't worry. And you know what? That people just come to me and like want to know my name because I know that that's when we're drunk. So I just keep silence and just focus on my phone. But he just wanna smack me like this in front of me. Like, oh my god, I was panicking, and everyone in that tram just looking at me. No one helped me. Like, I hate drunk person in Warsaw.
I think that's a very dangerous. So please keep yourself and please keep your value things in there. And also for the last question for you, for the next, do you want to still live in Poland or move to another country?
Now I'm dreaming about like to get my master degrees, and I decided to choose America or Asia.
Well, that's a very nice, Mia. Thank you so much for the opportunities, Mia. And yeah, you can continue your activities right now. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for opportunities, and I will be great to see you on your next podcast. And I hope we can meet as soon as possible in Bali. And thank you so much for these opportunities once again, and see you. Bye.
Well, that's all the podcast between Mia and I. And thank you so much for the opportunities and thank you so much for the time. Thank you so much for watching my video also. I hope that you have a great day right now and bye!